What does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain gone away? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky. I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know what they have. I bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived.
I know that I am most certainly not the limba that you tuned in to listen to today. I, like you, very much wish Rush was behind this golden microphone right now, welcoming you to another exceptional 3 hours of broadcasting. For over 32 years, Rush has cherished you, his loyal audience, and always look forward to every single show. It is with profound sadness I must share with you directly that our beloved Rush, my wonderful husband, passed away this morning due to complications from lung cancer. As so many of you know, losing a loved one is terribly difficult. Even more so when that loved one is larger than life. Rush will forever be the greatest of all time.
That is Rush Limbaugh's wife, with the announcement that many of you heard live today, which obviously a lot of us have been waiting for. We know that Rush's battle has been, that's a year into it that we're aware of, okay, made the announcement last February. We also know that his condition had been declining. He had been keeping everybody up to date on what was happening with his treatment, the progression of the virus, the early hope they had with some of the treatment, and then he was honest with everybody when the treatment wasn't working. And he made it very clear that at this point in time, it's paraphrasing. I'm on borrowed time. And he considered every day that he was able to be with his family and be on the air with all of you, he considered that to be a blessing, and he reminded you of it every time he was behind that microphone in order to convey to you just how much it meant for him to do what he does. He used to tell you all the time that, the day would come when he wouldn't be able to be there. A lot of us knew Rush. And we didn't tell you. You will see the hate, the vitriol. But he always made sure that he presented to you the hope. I met Rush when I was brand new. Rarely gets to happen. Most people don't get that. I knew more people around him than him personally. But for those of us who did know him, it wasn't just the radio personality. He was exactly who you heard on the air. It's just who he was. He believed in everything that he said. He meant everything that he said. And people hated him because he was so right, and he was so passionate, and he was so effective at steering the narrative and making sure that those of us who are willing to at least engage had somebody steering the ship in the right direction, even if you didn't always agree with them. I know that a lot of you have questions. I know that some of you have heard rumors, and just understand that's all going to be addressed. We've known about this for a year. The industry will adjust in many different ways. Your lineup every single day is going to adjust in many different ways. But for the next couple of weeks at least, if not longer, you will have an opportunity to tune in wherever you listen to Rush, whether it's here on MNC or somewhere else. You will have the opportunity to hear some of his best moments. And I would encourage you to do that. There are a lot of people who are titans for various reasons. And some of you are seeing on social media today all the times that he was a titan and didn't tell anybody. People are coming out of the woodwork and letting you know what he did when the camera wasn't on him, when the microphone wasn't cracked, when there was no glory to be had. And perhaps it's just something that people don't expect from somebody who is such a public figure. They don't expect there to be all of those efforts behind the scenes where you're putting resources and compassion and help and aid into things to make people's lives that much better, and nobody has any idea that you're doing it. I've told you for many, many years that I don't have a problem with somebody who does these amazing charitable things taking credit for them. But at the same time, it takes an extra special person who doesn't let anybody know that they do it. And that's who Rush Limbaugh was. There's a lot of people who make up horrendous lies about him. But at the end of the day, we know that those are small, petty, and jealous people. What he did, not only for this industry and for the country, as important and as impactful as all of that was, Rush was more impactful in his community, where none of you knew what he was doing. That's the thing that truly makes somebody great. But I will also say this, and for those of you watching the live stream, obviously you've seen it in the title. Rush would be really mad at us if we focused on this today, because we have other things to deal with, and he would be upset. So here we go. We have issues to discuss, and we will spend the next several weeks mourning a titan in our time, a true legend, the best of us, someone who is so great. This is a little known secret. This is inside baseball, as Rush would say. Rush hasn't been the most listened to man in this country for many years. But the most listened to people never challenged it, because they know they got where they were at because of him. Everybody knows that. That's respect. So we're going to focus on the horrendously awful things that he would have focused on today that are happening in our country, that are steering us in the wrong direction, and the undeniable, disgusting behavior of the media and covering them up. Why? Because, well, one, they're important, but two, like I said, Rush would be angry with us if we didn't cover those things today and we focused on him. Our hearts go out to his family, his loved ones, for me, his brother in particular. But tomorrow on Coffee with Casey, I shared a brief little story. If you listen to Coffee with Casey in the morning, brief little story about the first time I met him. More coming up, 95.3 MNC.
Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free?
Beloved by millions of Americans who just received a stage 4 advanced cancer diagnosis. This is not good news, but what is good news is that he is the greatest fighter and winner that you will ever meet. Rush Limbaugh, thank you for your decades of tireless devotion to our country.
Since you left, and here on earth, everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky.
And Rush,
I hope you sing
in recognition of all that you have done for our nation, the millions of people a day that you speak to and that you inspire, and all of the incredible work that you have done for charity. I am proud to announce tonight that you will be receiving our country's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Tell me, are you happy? Are you more alive? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left.
I will now ask the First Lady of the United States to present you with the honor, please.
I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing if the angels cry, and I hope the angels know what they have. I've been so nice up in heaven since you arrived. I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I've been so nice up in heaven since you arrived, since you arrived.
Rush and Catherine, congratulations.